Now, the Nio stock is up almost 6% today, and this is coming a day before Nio officially revealed their new SUV called the ES7. Now, you remember that this is a vehicle that so many of the retail investors who invest in Nio, or so many of the investors, have been patiently waiting to see this car officially being revealed by Nio, as it is long overdue, as by now you know that Nio had initially planned to reveal this car around April of 2021, but due to the COVID outbreaks in China, we saw Nio postponing time and again due to those COVID outbreaks in China, and getting to see that finally tomorrow we are going to get to see Nio revealing these ES7 models. It is one of the things that, of course, it is making the retail investors, including myself, or those that invest into the Nio stock, to be very excited, because we already know that this vehicle is set to come and compete with the BMW X5, which is something that, of course, it is incredible, as you already know that the technology that is found onto this car is a top notch. As you know that, of course, the ES7 will be using the latest technology, that is the NT2.0 platform, which is the same technologies that is being used by the ET7 model and the ET5, which is something that is incredible. Now, you remember that Nio in the Q1 of 2022 earnings came out and said that they intend, or they are planning to start with the deliveries of this ES7 SUV new model end of August 2022, which is something that, of course, it is incredible, because it looks like getting to see, for us to get to see the mass production of this model won't take that much time, like what we are seeing, of course, in some of their models like the ET7 and the ET5. So getting to know that, of course, with the ES7 we're going to see Nio quickly starting with the mass production of this car, and they expect to start with the deliveries end of August. It is something that, of course, must make you to remain bullish or stay long onto this Nio stock. Otherwise, before we get further with this video, if you are enjoying this video, please consider hitting that like button, comment, and if you're new, subscribe. And once you subscribe, don't forget to hit that notification bell, so that at least you get notified by YouTube every time I drop a new content. Otherwise, without wasting any further time, as I've said, we are anticipating, or we are patiently waiting for the Nio ES7 to be officially revealed tomorrow. Now, one of the things that, of course, you will have to remember about tomorrow is that not only will Nio be revealing this ES7 model, but we are going to also see Nio showcasing the facelifts of their existing SUV models, that is of course the ES6, ES8 and the EC6, which is something that, of course, again, it is quite amazing, or it is something that is really interesting, because there were some consumers in China, or some consumers who were indicating that, of course, Nio's old SUVs are a bit outdated now. To get to see that Nio will be introducing the facelift that will come with some of the latest technology of Nio, it's one of the things that will, of course, continue to bring in the demand even to those old Nio models, which is something that I also look forward to tomorrow, to get to see what are the new features, or what are the latest features that Nio will be adding to their old models, which is something that is making me to be really excited when I think about what's going to happen tomorrow. And of course, the fact that we're seeing the Nio stock, of course, rising or trading up almost 6% today, it is one of the things that makes us to wonder, or makes us to see that it looks like the retail investors or institutional investors are piling in a good, of course, anticipation of what's to come tomorrow, which is one of the things that, of course, if you are thinking probably to load the boat after tomorrow, you might be too late. And of course, I'm not saying I know where the Nio share prices will be in the short term, but I personally, if I had money today, I would go in and load the boat onto this Nio stock, because if there's one thing that I can tell you, there's no one who can clearly come out and tell you that, of course, Nio will be going to $8 per stock. I don't think it's that. No one knows the short-term share price, or can come and predict the short-term share price of Nio. As of course, yes, we know that there are some headwinds here and there on Chinese stocks, but one thing for sure is that big financial institutions are expecting the Chinese stocks or most Chinese stocks to recover now in June, July, which is one of the things that makes me to be really positive to say that we might get to see Nio recovering quite well. Yes, I know there's a probability, like I said, there's no one who knows, but the fact that big institutions are positive, are optimistic about the share price of Nio in the next coming 2 months, I suppose I'm also bullish, or it kind of like motivates me to say that I must not try to time the Nio stock price, but rather whenever I get the money right now, I pile, because nobody knows where the Nio shares will be in the next month or two, because there are some short-term headwinds, and of course we've discussed that already on this channel, and I won't go again and revisit those short-term headwinds. But otherwise, if you are getting, or if you have the money in hand right now, and of course this is not professional financial advice, I would, if I were you and I have money, I was going to obviously pile onto this Nio stock, because I know that tomorrow we might get to see some wonderful news. Personally, I would really like to see, or I would really like to hear Nio updating us as to what are the latest updates in terms of the production ramp up in their Jack Nio factory. What is the story there? And of course, since there are already rumors, or there were rumors indicating that Jack might be the company that will be producing or manufacturing the Nio ET5, what does that mean? The clarity there, does this mean that of course the 85 will be produced in Jack Neo factory, or does this mean that Jack will go to Neo Park and start with the production, or help with the production of the 85? Those are some of the things that of course I will really like to get to hear from Neo tomorrow on their launching of the new ES7 model. Otherwise, those of you that would really want to watch the event will be streaming live on Facebook, YouTube, and our other social media platforms, which is something that of course makes us to really look forward, or makes me to of course set time or some time apart just to watch that event taking place tomorrow. I'm really hoping for the best, and I'm hoping that Nio gets to give us more info, or more catalyst and fundamentals, and I'm hoping that Nio gets to give us more catalysts that maybe of some of the things that we can expect in the near future. Otherwise, I personally believe that Nio is a good long-term stock, and those that are taking this low trading price as an opportunity to load the boat onto this new stock will probably be rewarded in the longer term, looking at the fact that Nio is just a stock which is set to do very well because of its fundamentals and its future prospects. And after today, or I mean after tomorrow, I will be closely monitoring, or one of the main things that I'll be waiting, or patiently waiting for, is the June delivery results, which are set to come very soon. But already we know that most analysts believe that Nio will deliver around 12,000 vehicles for the month of June, which will be a record-breaking deliveries. Otherwise, with all that, guys, I just thought I should just give you this quick update about the Nio stock. If you do enjoy, please don't forget to hit that like button, comment, and subscribe. That if you have not subscribed to the channel already, so that at least you get notified by YouTube every time I drop a new content. Otherwise, that's all from me, and I wish you nothing but the best in your stock market investing journey. And like I always say, please do make sure that you do your own due diligence before you load the boat onto this Nio stock. Otherwise, that's all from me, and I wish you nothing but the best in your stock market investing journey, and God bless you all.